Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the Disastrous Life of Saiki episode number 19 and 20 reaction. Okay, the previous week I wasn't able to upload a video. I was a bit busy the previous week. There's a lot of videos I kind of missed. So yeah, that's like, I apologize. So yeah, I'm back again with Saiki and let us resume from episode 19. And yeah, so the previous two episodes that we saw, a few things happened. The first thing that happened was we kind of saw how Kuboyasu was actually able to become good friends with Kaido. After Kaido, that was kind of Kaido was kind of being bullied by extorting money out of like him. And later on, when Kuboyasu saw that, he decided to confront the bullies and uh, kind of teach them a lesson. And like here he decides to actually show his actual that he's a delinquent. And like even after seeing that, Kaido was like, oh, it's fine, like I don't judge people based on what their past and all that. And that that after coming telling the truth, or showing how who he really was, I feel like their bond was even more strengthened. And yeah, that was like a good thing. And there was a few other sections as well. There was like that one section when the teacher, I forgot his name, the teacher, he there's like a race marathon going on, and he actually had to go from one place to another before the students reached there. And by the end of it, Saiki was like impressed. Saiki was like, oh, you're the real MVP in this, in this race. And that was kind of nice. And then the next episode, we get, oh boy, that kid Yuta, I think that was his name. He he ended up meeting Teruhashi. And at first he obviously was kind of cutting off Teruhashi. And Teruhashi, we kind of saw how Teruhashi doesn't like kids because her charm doesn't work on them. And Teruhashi tries a lot to kind of become friends with him, and obviously Saiki was also there, that's why. And then by the end of it, she gets defeated and tries to go home, but at that moment on the television a new character appears who looks like Teruhashi. And Yuta becomes instant friends with Teruhashi after that moment. And Saiki was like, oh my god, not this again. Oh. And yeah, and a few other things also happened. Yeah, like not, I think there was a thing with the cat. Yeah, the cat, Saki became good friends with the cat, I have to say, for a moment. Because he shrunk down to help out his dad, but then by the end of it, he wasn't able to become for 30 minutes or something. He had to be like that. And then he encountered a cockroach which freaked him out. And then the cat kind of Nyamp, I think that is the name of the cat. Yeah, no, Amp, something like that. Yeah, he came and kind of squashed the cockroach. And Psyche was like, oh, you're my savior. And I feel like they became friends after that a little bit. So yeah, anyways, let us begin. This is episode number 19. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey. Hooray Sundara Grandpa. Okay. So we're going to meet the grandparents, who we have seen a lot in the openings. Oh, damn. What? That's a long way. Ah, this looks like a nice place. Oh my god, yo. What? Ah, also, okay, they don't know about it. Where did he go? Ah, okay. To me, Saiki. Yeah, she looks quite young. Oh, oh my god. Ah, okay. Pain is the other one. Kumagoro. No, but oh, here we go. I knew this was going to happen. Yo. Okay, yeah, we heard that. Oh, because he can read minds? Yeah. Sundre. Yeah. 99%. Well, you would. Whoa, okay. Wait, this is 2 years ago? Okay. It's a pain. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Oh, there you go. Saved up. Oh no. Oh my god. E- Oh, oh. Three. Yeah. Exactly. Hip hip hooray, Sundar. Yeah. Oh, yo. This guy. Probably. Oh, Castella. Oh no. I'd rather dislike. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, what the? Yo. Saiki was probably like, it's too painful. Let's, yeah, let that go. Yeah. Nah, he's used to it. Expert. Uh, probably. Oh, yeah. He went away. Damn. Yeah, okay, that's good. Oh, oh wait, this is in there, in his head. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen because Saiki is, he's like amusement park. Your kids will love it. Yeah, you're the one who picked it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he went and get kept it there. God. Oh, so he squashed the one with the horse springs. That's why. Okay. Yo, this is abandoned. What? So fun. Just play safe. 20. Oh my god. Yeah, this is not safe. That's concerning. Yo, there are people here. What the hell? Ah, what? Oh, okay. Dark reunion. Free pass. You need, even need pass for this? Like what? I don't. Yeah. Probably. Oh! Yeah. I don't think that's what you do. No. Yeah, he doesn't flinch at all. True. Yo! Oh my god. He's using his hand to... Yeah? He's dying. I don't think that's how it's supposed to move. I know. I don't think so. It's perfect for grandpa. It's time for dinner. There you go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. Oh! Oh, he's the one who did it. I was like, okay. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. True, exactly. I was like, what's he doing? Uh, oh. Saying goodbye to the grandparents. Okay. No, go, go. Yo, the bed hair. What is this? Yeah, he can drive them back. Oh, why? Oh, what's he do? Yeah. Oh no, did he like? Oh my god. Yo, this is his plan. I siphon the gas. Mm, well, I feel like Saiki can easily just. Hmm. Oh, he aborted it. I feel like. Oh, he already brought it. Okay, there you go. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, stop. She did this before as well with his friends. Yeah. Okay. Wait, who's this? Wait, who's this? Oh my god. What a miracle. Yeah. Oh, wait, is he going to show them? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, this is probably shock you a lot. Um. Hand tricks. You think that's a hand trick? Okay. Damn. Yeah. Oh boy. What is this? He's like he can easily go away. Yeah. Oh, and that as well. Oh, yeah, yeah. True, true. What? Brother? Oh, wait, that's his brother? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the guy who we see in the opening. Okay. Wait, he has a brother and we've not seen him up until now? Wait, what the hell is this? Yeah, it looks like completely like him. Ah. Oh, he. Yeah, he's not using it. Oh no. Stop. Stop. Yeah, you cannot. This guy though. Yeah. My right arm. Oh, oh, that's what he's trying. Okay. Oh boy. The wrong choice. Yeah. Oh, let's see what. God. Okay. Become transparent. Okay. Nice. Oh God, this guy. Yeah. Hmm. Kill him. What? Oh, sure, I'll go. Ah, that's what he did. Makes sense. Oh boy. Boiled eggs. Oh, here's the biggest one, the big boss. What? Yeah, where did he get it? Ah, okay. Ah. Oh, great. Here we go. Who's that? Wait, what? How did the grandpa shoulder massage coupon? Oh, run, run. Oh, oh, okay. Wait, that was a game? Oh my god. Yo, they got us good. At least I was, yeah. Oh. Ah, makes sense. Wait, is this like an actual game and their advertisement? It is a real game, I think. Stealth marketing. Oh my god. Oh, that's a real game, that means. They do this before. I remember like in one of the episodes actually kind of advertising the manga. It's like saying something like, oh, this is 600 yen or something like that. That's hilarious. Oh boy. And I was not actually expecting all everything that was happening there to be in the game. I was like, okay, this is kind of an interesting way they're doing this. They're making it as if like a video game. But then in the end, I realized it was actually the game in itself that Saiki was playing. That was kind of hilarious. Oh, another thing we got to know, that was his brother, the one with the little yellowish kind of hair, light yellow hair. It's so crazy. We like it's the 19th episode and we never got to know that he had a brother. So where is his brother? Like wouldn't he be with them? Like living with them like this is his brother. So or probably he lives alone or something. Maybe who knows? I'm okay. I'm sure I'll get to know. Okay, that's the end. All right, so this episode we begin with a little trip to Saiki's grandparents' house, and Saiki, this the place is really nice, like it's like has like a wait, oh my god, this place has like a shrine, a mountain, a waterfall, snow. What? I'm actually noticing that now. The shot where Saiki's mom and dad are kind of standing. Anyways, so Saiki just goes back home a little bit and brings like some hot clothes, some warm clothes, and they go to the grandparents' house. And Saiki is kind of telling us like, "Oh my god, there's a problem in this place." And the grandmother is fine, like she's like at her 60s, but she looks like as if she's at her 40s. But that's not the problem. The problem here is the grandfather, who's just a tsundere, and he just like at first he's like, "Oh, why did you even come?" Just leaves the room, and and in the other room he's like, "Oh, it's so after so long you've come, like 2 years later." And like whenever Saiki's mom is saying something, he's just like kind of like like very happy. We can see in his inside whenever Saiki's like they're talking about Saiki, he's also again very happy. As soon as the conversation topic changes to Saiki's dad, he's like, huh, "You're the only one that I don't wanted here." Which I kind of expected, obviously, because oh boy. So so that's the thing with this grandfather. He's just like can't be vocal with his feelings. And and obviously the grandma was like, "Oh, up until how long will you stay?" He's like, "Oh, 3 years, 3 years." But they're like, "Okay, like we're going to be here for like in a couple of days, like 3 or 4 days, something like that." And he's so happy and everything. No, sorry, at the beginning, the father, like Saki's dad was like, "Oh, like I have like some job, like pending. I have to go back tomorrow." I felt like he was probably going to just completely like get even more annoyed at the dad at that like at that because he said that. But before getting annoyed, he was just like drained off all of the energy. He's like, "My life is over." But then the dad's like, "Oh, but like, I can take like a little bit of a break, but like your father won't be happy about it." and I love how at that appropriate moment he knew that he has to go there and give like an input. So he comes out to actually take like the newspaper. Because like unless and until he does that, they cannot ask for his opinion. And like the mom is like, oh, like dad, can we stay here a little bit longer? He in his head he's like, all right, tell them that, yeah, you'll be happy if they stay here. He's like, do whatever you want, just goes to the other room. And the mom is like, okay, he's fine with it. It's like his mom also knows that, how he he is like. Okay, now the biggest thing of this whole situation is that the grandparents don't know about the the psychic abilities that Saiki has. So Saiki can understand everything what's happening inside the grandfather's head, but yeah, they don't know about it. Now, okay, now next they bring out Castella to eat, and Saiki's mom is like, oh, like, and I know that the dad loves Castella, and oh, and also the grandmother's also like, yeah, that's probably it. Like, I love the fact that he's even tsundere at this. Like, he probably just, like, I don't know, like probably in one of the previous instances when Costello was brought, he probably said something like, it's fine, because obviously he's a tsundere, so he won't be able to show his real feelings. Even though he doesn't like it, he probably is like, it's fine, And since he's usually like that, the grandmother probably interpreted it as like he likes it, Like, here's the thing about, I think, like, tsunderes, this is like some high level tsundere stuff. Like, he even even in negative situation, he's a tsundere about it. Like, that's kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, even if he doesn't like something, he's like, it's fine, because he doesn't want to show his actual feelings. And since people know that he usually doesn't show his feelings, the grandmother probably misinterpreted it and thought that he likes Castella. I think that's probably what happened, and that's why in their mind they think that he loves Castella, but actually he doesn't. Since he's a tsundere, he cannot say that he doesn't like it. He's like, it's okay, no problem. Something like that, he says. Obviously, Saiki can read minds, he knows that. Now, the grandfather comes, the grandfather's there, and at first, Saiki's, the grandma was like, oh, Saiki, you can take it to your grandpa. And he's so happy, he's like, yay, Saiki's coming. He quickly, does everything, like, tidies up the room, sits down properly, and in comes the dad, and he's like, get out! He starts throwing a tantrum inside the room. Saiki, and then Saiki's like, you know what, fine, I'll play along. And he comes in and brings the Castella, and he's so happy about it. And Saiki goes away before he was even able to say anything. But then after that, he comes back after seeing like the grandfather is so sad, and they don't talk, but because they kind of spend time together. They're eating Castella. Right, and then the next part we see Grandpa's having a dream where Saiki is actually talking to him about all the stuff that happened in school and all that, good old grandpa grandson bonding, moment, but it's a dream. So he wakes up. It's so funny, like all the dreams, whenever something's related to Saiki, his eyes are like this big, and he's like his personality is so completely wrong. Not only here, but even in Teruhashi and all the other scenarios. Whenever someone has like some kind of a thought or imagination about Saiki, like this is the face that he has, like these big eyes. Oh, now grandpa wakes up, and grandpa's like, okay, you know what? There's two choices: onsen or amusement park. So I'm going to completely destroy the onsen pamphlet and keep the amusement park pamphlet, because my grandson would probably be happy at an amusement park. But the fact here is, I feel like Saiki would have probably been happier at an onsen, because he could have had like a normal a nice little alone time over there, because that's what he likes. Unfortunately, in an amusement park, he's not it's too crazy over there. He doesn't like it, most probably. But the grandfather thought that kids like amusement parks. That's why he thought it would be better. Anyways, but the grandfather would have probably been happy with anything, you know, like whatever Saiki goes, he could have gone. So the hot springs would probably be also like an okay choice for him. But he thought that Saiki would appreciate the amusement park more because he's a kid in his head, obviously. He's not a kid. Saiki's not a kid. I think he's a teenager or something. Yeah. Anyways, but you know, like yeah, obviously teenagers and adults can also love amusement parks. But the fact here is Saiki doesn't like these type of like crazy situations, like like noise and everything. But the fact here is that the amusement park is completely abandoned and it's just completely just like in ruins almost, and like things are just like, broken down and everything, like no maintenance, rusted stuff, and like screws are kind of falling down from the sky. And Saki's dad is like, oh my god, like I think we should go home. Oh boy. And the first one was the roller coaster, and the grandpa wasn't able to go in there because he was like scared of high speed stuff. So the dad and mom kind of goes there with Saiki. They have to write like a sign, a life thing, like what do you call that? Wait, what are these called? Waiver. Okay, there you go. The mom is like, wait, don't you usually sign these type of things before we get in them? Oh, boy. So they get in the roller coaster, and that's like, Saiki, if something happens, you save your mom. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, if something actually happens, I feel like Saiki could probably save everyone in here. So that's not the problem here. And when the roller coaster starts going, the thing, the seat belt or whatever you call it, is like completely open. I like how Saiki used his hand to actually protect him throughout. And oh boy, he comes down and it's like, oh my god, I'm going to die. And first they were like, okay, let's go to the Ferris wheel. The dad is like, okay, the Ferris wheel would be fine. Looks at the Ferris wheel is like kind of moving like this and this, like vibrating and all. He's like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm staying here. And okay, so the grandpa got his opportunity to be with Saiki alone. And in the Ferris wheel, they're like kind of going on top. And obviously the grandpa is a tsundere, so he doesn't know what to talk about. And he's like, oh, should I talk about the war or should I talk about something else? And then he obviously he cannot say anything, and he's like kind of talking about the dad, trying to find a conversation starter. And obviously since he wants to be in character, he's a tsundere, he starts kind of saying stuff about the dad, and like, oh, he's pathetic, this and that. And I knew Saiki was not happy about that, but because by the way he was seeing, kind of looking at him. But I was not expecting him to actually kind of rock the whole gondola, and for that to happen. Like at first when it was rocking, I was like, oh my god, the Ferris wheel is actually broken down. It's going to break down anytime. But then I saw like Saiki was the one who was doing it. I'm like, okay, I feel like this is a bit too far that he's taking this, and but obviously he was mad about him actually talking that about the dad. But he should have obviously he knows how his grandfather is. So I feel like for a moment Saiki's emotions kind of took hold of him. So even though he knew that that's the only way his grandpa can communicate, he he wasn't able to keep his cool and did that. But as soon as the grandpa was like, oh, Saiki, you save yourself or something like that, like starts hugging him, he realizes that he's wrong. He was like, okay, what the hell am I even doing here like this? I'm not supposed to be like this. I just lost my composure for a moment, and he stopped it. And at first he was like, yeah, okay, you know what, you are a little bit different from my dad because you tried to save me. But then in the on the surface, he's also laying down just like his dad. And Saiki's like, ah, you two are the same. All right, the next day they're going home, and obviously the grandpa is like, oh, they're going home. I feel like I think I should do something about this. And he has something in his head going, and he made a few plans. Number one, he siphoned off all the all the fuel before they left on the car, and he's like, oh, no fuel, let's go back home, and the Saiki is there. Saiki's like Saiki had already kept the siphon thing in the back seat, in the trunk. So yeah, he's like, oh, it's there. And obviously the grandma is a little bit suspicious. She's like, wait a minute, how did he know about it? And before as well, I'm guessing the grandma was probably suspicious as well, as she later says that I was always suspicious a little bit. There's something going on. And okay, and then not only that, after that, like there's like a huge like a landslide, and then like everything's like there, and the grandpa's like, oh, finally, thank God, that's a miracle. He's like, okay, let's go back, like to our house. And Psyche is there. So the mom and dad kind of talk about whether to talk about this whole situation or not. And excuse me. And then they kind of decide to actually tell the truth. The grandma also comes out, and the grandma's like, yeah, you know what? Whatever you're hiding, you can tell us. And then and the mom is like, okay, you know what, I'm going to tell you the truth, but don't be surprised. And the grandma's like, I'm not going to be surprised at all, like on anything. Grandpa also comes out, and they're like, you know what, Psyche is a psychic. And as soon as she says that, Psyche does this, and completely, like, just the whole, like, landslide or whatever is just floating above them, and they are shocked, obviously, like, like who wouldn't be? And then they're like, wait a minute, is this like a trick or something? Is this a magic trick that's happening here? But then they like show more multiple instances, pyrokinesis, teleportation, all that. And well, all of that was happening, and then they actually realize that, yeah, he's an expert esper. And then the grandpa's like, wait a minute, like, let me settle my feelings first. And he's thinking like, wait, then he could have easily come anytime, like he can teleport, why didn't he come before? And then the actual stuff hits him. He realizes that Psyche actually knows what he's thinking inside his head. Psyche's like, yep. I love how the whole thing cuts off after that. Like they don't show what the reaction was after that for the grandpa. Oh boy. And okay, here in the middle of it, in one portion, they kind of give us a little past. Like we get to see the kid with the yellowish hair, who is apparently Psyche's brother. And it seemed like he was kind of a little bit he has a little bit of an attitude, I feel like. I don't know, like we'll see about it. Like in the later future episode, I'm pretty sure he'll be introduced because he's in the opening. So we're going to see what type of character he is, and you can see there's like some kind of a thing going on between him and Psyche. And not only that, there's something that's also going on, and like the dad and mom is also about concerned about it. And the biggest weird fact about this whole situation is that we have not seen the brother up until now. So suddenly he's popping up in the conversations. So the question here is, why is he not like with them? Like, is he living alone or something? Like, what's happening? So okay, now the next part, I think like this one's like Kunio Saito, yeah, the game that has come out. And Saiki has actually put on the thing, the silencer thing. And he's like, you know what, I won't be spoiled this time, like I'll actually go back home and play it. And like there's multiple obstructions or like obstacles coming up in front of him. First is Kaido. He has already played the game and all that, and he kind of dodges him by exposing his like the diary or whatever. And here it starts kind of changing. There's like multiple choices coming up, and I'm like, oh wow, this is so cool. They're doing this like a video game, where Psyche is as if Psyche's inside a video game or something. And all of that was happening like one after the other. And I love the fact that Takashi was the one who had the maximum screen time in this, I guess. He came multiple times. At first he was like only there, and Saiki just apports his dress, and he himself is of zero value, so the toilet comes in. And after that, when he brings some metal armor, a better toilet comes in his place. And like multiple people, multiple ways he kind of handles it. Teruhashi, he kind of becomes transparent. Reta, he like just punches him. Hiro, he just makes him hypnotize and makes him feel as if Reta was him. So he takes him into his usual like training or whatever. Kuboyasu as well, like he just makes him see that someone else is him, and Nendo as well, and all these things was happening, and then oh, the dad also comes, and in the end, the grandpa also comes, and the grandpa was like the final boss or something. He's like, "Oh, Saiki, let's go and play the game together," and all of this was happening, and then we suddenly cut off to like Saiki actually playing the game, and I'm like, "Damn, that got me actually," like I don't know if others were also tricked by this, but I at least was tricked. I was actually thinking this was happening and they were doing this like in a stylized way, just making the whole thing as if it's a video game, but it was actually the video game that Saiki was playing. And I love the fact that Saiki also kind of explains how the face in the game is actually like him because he actually hypnotized us. I think that's what he says. Like, uh, where is that part? There you go. Because I use hypnosis to make Saito's face appear as mine. Like he's making us like he's telling us that what you might be confused that the face was my face, but it's actually not. I actually hypnotized you guys. This is such a fourth wall break. My God. And not only that, a bigger fourth wall break comes when he starts advertising the game, and he's like, "Oh, you guys should play it, and it's fun." So I'm guessing that's an actual game. That's kind of funny, like damn, like these people, oh, like before this it was a manga they advertised, now it's the game. Maybe maybe like maybe in the I don't know, like maybe in the final episode or something, Saiki will be like, oh, like be sure to check out the new season that's going to come out after this many months, new season of the anime. That'll be kind of funny, and yeah, but okay, that was episode number 19. Let us begin with the next one, episode number 20. So okay, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. I have to say, I didn't feel much at the beginning when this opening was there. This opening, the second opening. But as I'm hearing it more and more, it's so catchy. Like it's like it has a weird funky beat, which is so catchy. Like I like the way like the people are just like the lyrics are just so funky. Okay, we still not met one character here. That guy, I think, the one with the gold bar. This one. Okay. Oh, I saw that. The brother, I think. He also has like a thing. But is he also a psychic or something? Take advantage of the talent. Toriska's plan to get popular. Okay. Okay. Oh. God damn. Yeah. What? Oh. Wait, that was a success? What? How? But yeah, I feel like that. What? Ah, wait, did he like possess him or something? Wait, who? Ah! Yo! That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh! Yeah, someone possessed him. Stop! Oh my god, what? The bro. Okay. Bruce. Okay. What is this? Oh! Why? Why is that Saiki, isn't it? Yeah. Who is this? Yo, wait. Oh no, what's happening? Wait, everyone's just forcefully getting. Oh my god. Oh, yo! That's so wrong. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah. Oh my god, everyone's gonna go away. Yeah. Oh my god, he's gonna start fighting. Yes! Perfect. I don't think so. I don't think you've learned anything. Oh my god. Use the smarts. Stop. No, go back. Yeah. Stop. Yeah. So what club is this? No. Embarrassment club. Oh my god. Obviously. Oh god. Yeah. What? Oh. Okay, okay. That sounds like good for him. Like, isn't that the suspension? Yo, there it is. Someone there. Oh, is that an actual ghost? Oh no, that's not a ghost. Oh, okay. Arisu Makino. Yo. Ah! Ah! No! Oh my god. Yo, yeah, she's crazy. Yes! Perfect for this club. Since Kaido came here. If Kaido doesn't get in, she's also gonna move away. Exactly. Oh. Uh she's gonna move now. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, what the? Yeah, probably. Exactly. There was no point. Oh no. That's great. Yeah, he'll probably just throw rock because he wants to punch other people. So paper, there you go. Ooh, nice. Yo, what the hell is this? Yeah, he loves his dessert, you know. Harmony. Yo, don't jinx it. Oh my god, he's going to be oh, he's so good at it. Yes. Wow. Wow, this is a mess. What? Yeah. Stop! Yo! Oh my god. Oh no. What the? Exactly. Uh. Yeah. Mera. Perfect. Stop. Yeah. No. Okay. Alright, let's see. Ah, he's good at it. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Oh my god, Hyro is thinking something. Yeah. No! Oh my god, he's just. Oh, it's burnt, it's burnt. Stop. Mera's going to come now. Look at him. Oh my. Yo! Facial training. Mera's going to eat it, I feel like. Mera's going to eat it. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. You put tuna in it? Alright. Oh! What? Dark Reunion? Wait, is this really Dark Union or something? Oh, will Teruhashi's fan club. God damn. Yeah. Kokomin. One. Off is their like catchphrase. Yeah, Dark Union was so much better. Yeah. What? Oh my god. No, he's not. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh boy. Um. Yeah. I wonder who's the leader of this place. Hmm. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah. What? Wow. Oh no, never mind. It's not Chunibyo. Great. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. Yo, this guy. Yo. I don't think so. Yeah. Wow. Damn. Oh my god. Oh. The best. Oh, what is that? Ah. Yes. Go back. I knew it. I knew it. Like I said. The disastrous episode of the anime. What? Oh, okay. What's happening here? Why did the counting the number of times they're saying 100? Yeah, what's happening? Oh, yeah, what's happened? What? What? Okay, stop. Yeah, something's happening. Yeah. Is this like some kind of a dream he's having where it's like some kind of precognition? Oh my god, what is happening here? Yo, everything's 100. Ichigo, okay. Yeah, stop. Ah, go back. Wait. Yeah. Wait, he's moving past the 100%. Oh, there you go. He's back again. What? I don't think that was the catchphrase, but okay. Yeah. I feel like they're gonna go up until 100 times, they say 100%, and then something's gonna happen. Yeah, yeah, that's what this was about? The author, probably. Wow, okay, that was interesting. Like, now I don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys know why they said it was the 100th episode. Saiki Kuso, like, this show, when it came out, I saw before. The episodes were very short. It was like 5 minutes every episode or something. And like, it came out like that. Like, each episode, like each little sections that we see was like one episode. So that's why this is the 20th episode, I think. Yeah, like that means each episode that we are seeing now had like 5 episodes in it. So that's why this is the 100th episode. So that's why they said 100th episode, because like, I think later on they kind of compiled them into like a normal 24 minutes episode. But when it released, it came out as like 5 minute episode, something like that. So yeah. That's why they said 100th episode, you know? Like, I feel like a few people might be confused about this, like why they said 100th episode. That's the reason. As far as I know. Because I did, like, you know, when this was releasing, I did have my eyes on it, but I saw it was like 5 minutes episode. I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch this. But then they kind of compiled it, and you know, like, and I'm like, okay, and it got very popular. That's why I was like, okay, this might be good, worth watching. And there you go. Yeah, it is. This is a great show. Like usually, like 5 minutes episode shows are not that good, you know, like they kind of. But Saiki Kuso, this show, that's the end. This show was really good, even though it was like 5 minutes and everything, and that's why I feel like later on they kind of compiled it into like 24 minutes episode, something like that. But okay, all right. So this episode we begin with Reta being very popular. Like, you know, he's like you know, he's just extremely popular because he just uses the spirits to come in inside him, and he just completely, like, you know, kind of, you know, kind of just lets them control him, and for particular situations he uses particular spirits. And the boom in his popularity was because of that episode when he asked Saiki to, you know, kind of help him out with the band. And like I thought, like I feel like everyone thought that he was very much like, you know, like he since Saiki completely made them, like, you know, like good in, like, you know, playing, and then they did not play at all or practice. I feel like they failed at that moment, and they did fail, but I did not know what happened after that. And he kind of tells us what happened. He says that like what was the name, that guy, I'm pretty sure that was a reference, ghost with a mop top, a legendary musician with killed at like age 40, John Komatsu. Wait a minute, is this like a, just a second, let me check, I'm not completely sure. uh yep, I'm okay, there you go. Yeah, it's John Lennon, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of like went and, like, you know, kind of double checked. So that was the reference, I'm guessing. That was John Lennon. They kind of changed it a little bit with John Komatsu. And that's how he was able to become so good that everyone, like, you know, everyone was like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and he plays so well, and everyone became like instant fans of him. And then later on, he kind of sees someone harassing a girl, and he just completely like dodges and everything and just fights. And he's like, oh, do you know who is within me now? Like an action star who passed away at the age of 32. Wait, just a sec. Uh, there you go. Yeah, I was not aware of this. So Bruce Lee died at the age of 32. Okay, this was something that I did not know. Oh, okay. So yeah, obviously this is extremely obvious. This is Bruce Lee. It's like a reference to that. It's like Bruce Scorpion Jr. You know these references. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was like one of the two biggest references. Like, you know, Gintama does this so much. It's crazy. And like Saiki, like, you know, this show also kind of does it, but it's kind of like, you know, a little bit tamer compared to Gintama. Gintama just completely goes off on just their real world references so much. It's actually crazy. Like half of the jokes kind of go over your head if you don't have much like, you know, like knowledge about like Japanese, like, you know, like, yeah, like they kind of like, you know, bring up a lot of references, especially like, you know, in Japanese references, like Japanese politicians, Japanese, you know, like celebrities, this and that. It's crazy. But here, like, you know, we pretty much know these two characters very much, John Lennon and Bruce Lee. But yeah, so this was a lot easier to understand these two references. But still, like, you know, like there's one thing about, like, you know, when you actually break the fourth wall and reference other animes, that's parody, you know, like when you reference other animes. Saiki Kuso also does that. But it's another thing when you completely reference real world. That's really hilarious, you know, when you reference the real world. And that's equally funny as, like, you know, kind of parodying an anime. And yeah, okay. So he was kind of going with his friends, like all the girls and everyone. And Saiki also joins them, because he wants to keep an eye on him. And as he's going, oh my god, the iPhone. Oh my god, just so that he can talk properly, Now, what happens after this is the character, the ghosts or whatever, the spirits, they start kind of going inside him and coming out as they want to, and so like Reita cannot control them. And Psyche is like, you know what, you have let them go inside your body so much, it's as if it's their second body now, so they can easily go in and out so easily, like you don't even have the control over your own body. And Reita's like, wait, is that supposed to happen like that? Like obviously, like if you, like that the ghosts got accustomed to their body so much. And here's the thing with ghosts, I feel like they actually, obviously ghosts are ghosts because they have something left to do in this world, they are they're not content. And whenever they, their wishes come true or something, they kind of pass on. So that's why they're in like spirit form, because they have still something to do in this world. So if they get like a body, obviously they'll not move from that body, they'll keep possessing it and try to fulfill the the undone wishes or things that they have not done in their life. They would want to do that. So obviously John's ghost, he, as soon as he got in the body, he wants to just sing, because I'm pretty sure he wants to keep singing. That's why he tries to get in forcefully and just starts singing in front of the girls. And obviously Bruce as well later on gets in, and he's just kind of throwing hands and just showing martial arts and everything, which is also something that I'm guessing their ghost would want to do. Now obviously the girls are just like, what the hell is happening? This is what is happening here. This kind of get a little bit kind of uncomfortable, moves away. And in the end, Psyche was like, you know what? Okay, let me help him out. Just gives a big kick, and all the ghosts run away. And he's like, Reita's like, okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm going to do this properly from here onwards. And when he looks behind, sees all the girls have gone. And he's like, oh, everyone's gone. And oh my god. And in the end, he's like, Psyche, are those real? Psyche's like, I'm going to punch you out of the atmosphere. Oh god. Now the next one is when Reita again comes to Psyche, and he's like, oh, I want to make a club. And not a club, he wants to make his own harem. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm going to make a club and everything. And he says how he tried to go to the other clubs, the swim club, the basketball club, because just got kicked out, obviously, who wouldn't kick you out? So this time he's like, okay, I'm going to make an occult club, which is, I feel like, something that he's on, according to his on his expertise, so yeah, I feel like he would have done better with an occult club. But his intentions are obviously not okay. He's like, oh, suspension bridge effect, everyone will love me, and that's what I'm going to do. So he makes a poster, and he's like, oh, occult club, wanting members, in parentheses, mainly girls. So they go to the occult club, and they meet a person, a new character. At first I really thought that was a ghost, because I don't know, because Reita can see ghosts, so I thought that was a ghost. But that's not a ghost. Her name is Arisu Makino. And she's here, and Reita's like, okay, should I let her join? But then he's like, you know what? Usually in these type of situations, the banged girl, who has the bangs on top of their eyes, they usually are very beautiful. Kind of moves her bangs away. Her face is just so funny. He's like, oh, exit is that way over there. And while all of this was happening, in comes Kaido, and I was like, wow, this is perfect place for Kaido, he's just he would love these type of things. And he's here, and at first he's like, we don't take boys. And then comes Yumehara, and I knew he was going to do this, where he would be like, oh, Kaido, you go away. Yumehara, you're fine to be here. And Yumehara would be like, nah, I'm not staying here. I was just here for Kaido, and just go on their own way. So he he does that, you know. At the beginning, at first he was like, oh, he's like one of my friend's ex, so I won't do anything. Then he's like, oh, how are you? Like, you know, can we go for tea or something like that? He says, like all his morals out the window. But obviously, at first he's like, oh, like, you know, Kaido, you're not allowed, like, obviously, because like, you know, we allow girls here because they have better spiritual affinity or whatever. So that's why, yeah, they are allowed, but you are not. And as soon as he says that, Yumehara's like, wait, I'm also going to go. And she's like, oh, Kaido-kun, let's go and make our own occult club. Even the other girl is like, yeah, like, you know, let's go, like, let's go to another occult club or something like that, she says. And Rita's like, fine, you can be here, you know. And while all of this was happening, Saiki was like, you know what, let's do the whole suspension bridge effect that he was talking about. Puts out the light. Everyone obviously gets scared at the moment, and you know, like the whole suspension bridge effect, where, you know, if a heart beats like, you know, with someone with this on the suspension bridge, you know, the scary portion kind of makes your heartbeat like stronger, and you kind of mistake that for your like a romantic attraction or whatever, that type of a thing. So obviously it's very effective for what's her name, Yumehara. Obviously Kaido, you know, like he was extremely scared about that, so nothing happened there. And one thing does happen, that is Reita's like, you know, kind of got like, you know, became affectionate towards the other girl, Makino, I think that's her name. Because of the suspension bridge effect, it did work, you know. So yeah. All right, the next part we get to little dessert making, like, you know, little crepe making. At first Saiki was like, okay, you know what, thank god Nendo's not here. Kaido and Hiro was there, and turns out this is the first time that he was wrong. He needed Nendo with him because Nendo's good at it, you know, he helps his mom out. But these two, Kaido and Hiro, you know, like Kaido's like, oh, let me use my one hand to show my power, just completely squashes the egg. Hiro is like on another level. He just completely used so much effort that it just completely breaks apart. And god, like one person is just completely like, you know, like very scared, like putting in a little bit of flour, while Hiro's just putting all the whole bag of sugar in it. While Saiki is actually looking at the other group, Nendo and Kubayasu, and they're like doing so well, and Saiki is like, oh my god, I was wrong this time. And after that, they make a huge accident, put some metal bowl in a microwave, it just blows up completely. And oh god, and this is so funny, like all the, like, you know, just failed attempts, Mera's like, oh, give it to me, just taking it. Now Nendo kind of shows them how to do it. He does it so well, you know, like kind of like gives a little batter, kind of like spreads it out, does the little flip thing, you know, and everyone's like, oh, this is so amazing. And Kaido tries to do it, obviously fails, and then they kind of see that they're using chopsticks, but obviously Kaido had to do it, had to try it, threw it so hard that it went on went on the face of the teacher, and that part was so funny. It's just so, yeah. And then they put like a huge lump of butter in the food, and it's like messing everything up. Mera's just eating it all the time, and later on she gets too out of hand that she actually starts eating all the raw materials. And Saiki's like, we fed her too much. All right, next we see Nendo has, like, you know, brought the crepes, and Saiki's like, oh, it's so good, like, and I knew you could do it. And Nendo's like, here you go, Nendo's special tuna salad crepes. And Saiki's like, yeah, I'm more of a sweet person, you know, like I don't want this, because yeah, he loves his dessert, like, you know, if you put tuna and salad in it, like, yeah, he'll not be happy with it. All right, the next part, obviously Teruhashi's fan club. Like, I kind of thought, like, you know, why is there not a Teruhashi fan club here? But there you go, they already had one. They were always under, like, you know, like you know, like, you know, they were not showing their actual form and everything. They were in the shadows, so we actually see them. They're called the Kokomins. They have like a statue of Teruhashi, and it's like 1365th board meeting or whatever. They have targeted Saiki. Obviously, Saiki has so much conversation with Teruhashi, and they talk about how like to talk with Teruhashi. Even they have like they need to be like part of the club and all that. There's like 3,000 of them or something, and like the teachers and the board members are also like politicians, are also like the head people of the club. I'm like, yeah, like what the hell? Like these people have nothing better to do. So okay, now obviously Teruhashi always initiates conversation with Saiki, so they cannot do anything directly to Saiki because that's not breaking the law. But you know what? This time Saiki was like, yeah, you know what? I'll actually be caught deliberately by these people and use this as an opportunity to completely cut off all ties with Teruhashi. And he goes into the like, and they kind of tie him up, and the guy the guy from his class, what's his name? Sawakita. Yeah, he's part of the class. And he's the 8th execute leader. So Saiki's like, oh my god, I did not know you were one of them. And he brings up all the like accusations and like all the like gossip and materials, like how like Saiki has been doing so many things, and like with Kokomi, and that's the problem they have. And there's like so many people, like one person has like their hand, and that was so disgusting. He's like, oh, this hand, I've not washed it at all, like even when I bath, I don't do anything. And he's like sniffing it, and I'm like, oh my god. And Psyche's like, that's your own like the smell, you're not washed hands for so many years, that hand smell. And that's so disgusting. It's just smelling like this, like, and there's the other guy who tattooed like Kokomi's name on the back, and he's like, oh, look at my feelings, it's coming out of my back. And the leader is like this is the proof of my love, I've changed my mail like address, it's just written Kokomi love forever or whatever. And then they bring out all the accusations. At first, like they kind of saw them on a date. Then the next one was where they were in the the other part, they're all alone and all, in the school trip. Yeah, that one where Kokomi disappeared. And after that, they see like them with Yuta, that episode where he was with Yuta and Kokomi was with them, and they're like, oh, that's your child. And everyone's like, yeah, purge him. And Saiki's like, yeah, you know what, purge me, I want to get out of this whole like mess. And but the leader, he's like, stop, you know what our main goal is? Kokomi's happiness. So if he has a child with Kokomi, we'll forgive him. We hope that they're they're happy with each other, and kind of cheers on Saiki a little bit, and go on their way. You know what I'm actually surprised about? These people are so much better than a certain someone, if you remember, in this show. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. And not only that, these people are so much better than all the other fan clubs that we've seen in any other anime, like any other anime, the fan clubs, even if like something like this happens, they try to like kill the other person who is involved in this. But here they actually understood. They're like, you know what, yeah, you guys are happy with each other, like we are here for Kokomi's happiness, like our own jealousy won't get in that the way of that. Like they're understanding, they're so much better than a lot of other fan clubs we've seen in a lot of other animes, where they like just try to murder the main character because of something like this. They don't think about the other person's happiness, they just think about themselves. So good for them, like this is, I feel like this is a good fan club. Like they do weird stuff, obviously, like we're seeing these people that are stalking them, like members and all that. But deep down in their main goal, they want their happiness, and they won't do anything that would hamper the happiness. So yeah, that's better. I'm glad these people are actually thinking about Kokomi, and unless obviously not just thinking about themselves selfishly, they're actually thinking about the person. And that's so much better than so many fan clubs that we've seen in so many multiple animes. And yeah, good for them, I guess. But Saiki's not happy with it. Saiki wanted them to purge him, so there you go. Oh boy, I feel like at this point it's like the heavens in itself is just It's just like making Saiki and Kokomi like be together. Like I don't know, like what the hell? Like Saiki is trying so hard to just get out of Kokomi's like thing, like trying so hard to make her dislike him and all that, and all the time it just goes back to the same thing, and it's just the same thing. He's never able to do that, even though he's a psychic. So like that's why I'm like I feel like this is like some god's divine thing, that God also wants this to happen or something. Like it's crazy if you think about it. All right, now next is the, oh boy, the final part, the whole thing with the 100. This part was so hilarious. The way they kind of like this was like a whole section, and they completely keep the flow and keep the like 100 coming up one after the other. And it's so crazy, this part, that they were actually able to continue this, I feel like 100 times. Let me, okay, 98, 99. This is the 100. Okay, yeah, the 100th time they said 100, that's when they stopped. And in the end there was a weird person coming up who was narrating this, like, oh, this is the 100th episode. And Saiki was shocked. Saiki was like, wait, who was that? I'm guessing that was probably the author or something. Like I've seen Gintama do this as well. Like Gintama's author is also like a character in the show. Like like the Gorilla Sensei. We see him like multiple times in the anime, and I feel like this is a similar thing to that. Like obviously Gintama came out so long ago. Like I'm guessing Saiki, like this show was probably inspired so heavily by Gintama. There's so many like similarity between this show and Gintama, like the whole jokes, like the whole fourth wall breaking. And the fourth wall breakings are crazy in this show, where Saiki actually talks with us in a weird way. And like in the previous episode we saw him actually telling us, oh, I hypnotized you guys. And they even like explained how like the different tropes are in anime, and how that was like his hypnosis on the whole world or something. Like how like 1 second looks like several minutes in an anime. That's like all his hypnosis or something like that, he says. That's some crazy like world, like fourth level world breaking. And Gintama also has that. Gintama also does that. So I feel like this show was probably heavily inspired by Gintama so much. Like in the end, as we see, I'm pretty sure that's the author of the show, the one who was narrating this in the end. And Saiki was like, who's that? Like that person is also like a character in the show, which obviously Gintama also does. So yeah, like it's so funny. And yeah, this show is great. These little fourth wall breakings and all, it's just so funny. And like I said, I already explained it. Since like they said this is the 100th episode, that's because these episodes were actually 5 minutes long. So this is the 20th episode, I think. Yeah. So each episode was 5 minutes long. That means up until now we have had 100 episodes. Like each episode that we are seeing, each 25 minutes, 24 minutes episode are actually 5 episodes, 5 minute long. So since this is the 20th episode, 20 into 5, 100. This is the 100th episode. So that's why when it came out, it was 5 minutes episode. Later they compiled it. I said this before, if you, yeah. So that's the reason why they were like, oh, this is the 100th episode. And yeah, it's so good. And yeah, that was it. That was my reaction to Saiki, the Disastrous Life of Saiki K, episode number 19 and 20. That was fantastic. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with 2 more episodes of Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.